Trying a different setup here for my live stream today, and I don't know if I'm going to continue with this or not, but just trying to see if anybody comes in. Something else caught my attention on Twitter, so y'all know that that's why I'm here today. Let's see here. Now, how can I... Oh my gosh, Miss Beninia, I mentioned you on my most recent upload because I said if I could give prizes away for the best comments, you in my last live stream, that would have done it for me. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for coming back. Because actually we're kind of on the same topic again. Something caught my attention again today. I saw that Yale was trending on Twitter, and I wanted to see why, and I went to see why, and I was very disappointed to see why. It was because there was a young black girl, graduate student, who was resting in a common area in her dorm, and a young white student, also graduate student, saw her, and it made her nervous, it made her uncomfortable, so what did she do? She called the police. And the police came out to check on the situation, and they questioned the young lady as to why she was there. And even when she showed them the key to her dorm and showed that she could use that key to enter her dorm, it was still not enough. I believe that she was still detained, so I'll still have to get more information on that story, but just in reading the initial tweets, it was very disappointing, very upsetting, and I'm just like, my God, when is it going to end? So I'm trying to get myself set up to see if I can log in. I don't know what's wrong with people. I don't understand. I don't understand how the initial reaction is to call the police. I mean, and I can understand, like, people feeling nervous and maybe wanting to question why someone is there if they haven't seen that person. But then I'm thinking to myself, it's the end of the semester. If these girls do live in the same dorm, then maybe she's seen this young lady before, maybe even just in passing. But even if you don't remember, don't recall, is it so hard to just approach someone and walk up to them and, maybe ask some questions before the first thing you do is pick up the phone and literally call 911? Like, it's crazy to me. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see if I can get to another page so that I don't have to, like, just kind of catch everything here. White fragility is ridiculous. It is. I mean, apparently, and I just don't understand. I don't understand what it is that's making people so nervous. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever that was. Thank y'all for coming in. So yeah, it's just like, okay, here we are with another story. And then in the discussion that we had on the last live stream, I didn't mention the story about the ladies black ladies who were leaving an Airbnb, and a neighbor apparently either didn't know that they had a neighbor who was renting their home as an Airbnb or something, but when the ladies were just loading their bags into the car, another person saw them loading their bags into the car and thought, well, these ladies must be stealing something from this home. 911? Like, let me call the police. And so literally these black women who were just going to stay at an Airbnb for some kind of getaway, they had the police called on them, had the entire neighborhood shut down with a helicopter overhead because these ladies were leaving an Airbnb. So you guys, what are we supposed to do? Tell me what we're supposed to do as a country, as a country, not just as black people, as people of color, because it's not just happening to black people. But what are we supposed to do to make people feel comfortable so that the first thing that they do when they suspect that something has gone awry, that they don't call the police? Like, that's not the first line of defense. It's crazy to me. So again, I am trying to get to a screen where, let's see here, where I can log on and see these comments. So let me see here if I can get to my channel and keep up with what's going on. Let's see here. people have to shirk conventional racism. Something will have to shake them. Yeah, but like, what is it? What is that thing going to be? And when is it going to be? It's literally, I can't believe that it's 2018. And these are the kinds of stories that are coming out in the news. Like, at this point, it's not a daily basis, but it's more than a weekly basis now. Like, this is just absolutely crazy to me. So, you guys, I don't know what to do. Drag up to expand, drag left or right to dismiss. Okay. Sorry, I'm still trying to get myself set up. I don't know. I think I might go back to the office for the next lunchtime live stream and use that setup that we've been using. Let's see here. How do I get... I want to see the comments, and see, when I'm in the office, I just have like my computer screen up, and like right now I can see the comments on the screen on my phone because I'm recording from my phone, and so I'm going live from my phone rather, and I just wanted to be able to see the comments. Let's see here. Okay, so anyway, what do y'all think about it? I don't know who's in here or who's watching, how many people are watching, but this is just, let's see. To Jarvin, who knows, it worries me that we're still stuck in it. How prolific will it have to be? Let's see. Yeah, that's a good question, and it's almost a frightening question. Like, is it going to take something like really, really, really bad to happen? Hold on just a second. I'm going to close the door because I let my dogs out so that they could enjoy the day while I do this. And they're at the door, like, harassing me. Okay, so let's see, you guys. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to stick with this setup for the lunchtime live streams. But tell me, like, did you all see the story? Are you all on Twitter? Are you all on Twitter? And if so, what's your reaction? Or did you see the story anywhere? Did you all see the story on the news somewhere where you live? Any of these stories, because it was so funny. I remember in the last lunchtime live stream, American Copperhead, she was asking me, like, where are you getting these stories? You know, what news do you watch? I need to watch this broadcast. And I'm just watching Twitter, you know, I'm just watching what's happening on Twitter. So did anyone see the story? Young black student. I'm guessing, you know, it's finals. I mean, okay, we've all attended college before, right? So we know what it's like. And I'm guessing, like, especially, you know, during finals, it's not a really uncommon thing to see people just laying around in a common area. Yeah, Spotify, Wolverine Scratch, thank you for coming in. They haven't completely muted him, but they did take R. Kelly off of all of their playlists. So that's a good start. They, you know, won't go as far as to just completely take him off of the service. So if people go into Spotify and they search for R. Kelly, they'll be able to find him. But he won't just come up in the playlist, in their curated playlist that just play for people. Like if someone wants to do an R&B playlist, then R. Kelly's not going to come up in that. So thank you for coming in. I don't even know. Let's see. I guess it's about, what, 7:15 your time. Hey, Rowdy Chica. Okay, so Rowdy Chica, we're talking about college right now. You're in college, you're in finals. How are your finals going, or have you finished your finals? We're talking about this young lady at Yale, young black student at Yale, who had the police call on her because she was sleeping in a common area, I believe within her dorm. Hi, Plants Time. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. And look, y'all, please feel free to support each other in the live stream. If you'll see any channels that look interesting, go and support them. Show them your support. Let them know you supported them, and they might support you back. And that's our word. We don't use sub in the live stream, but we do support other channels. So I'm just talking about this story that I saw on Twitter. Again, and that's why I'm doing a lunchtime live stream. If something happens and it gets me riled up enough, or it gets me excited enough to talk about it. How are you doing, Timothy P? Thank you for coming in. So look, feel free to, we're supporting other channels here in the live stream, and I'm just talking about a story that I saw on Twitter today that got to me when I saw it. So Plants Time is here. We have our resident college girl, Rowdy Chica 59, and she's in finals right now. I'm guessing unless you finish your finals, let us know how your finals are going or how they've gone. So I was just saying, when I was in college, it was not that uncommon, and I think especially during finals, to kind of just doze off in a common area and take a nap. And so that's what this young student did, whose name I won't even proceed to try to butcher. I'll have to get the facts and I'll do the research for the live stream on Sunday. But anyway, young grad student at Yale had, and she was a young black girl, had a white college student who saw her, who felt uncomfortable again at her presence, so she called the police. And it's just like the original John Carpenter's thing earlier. What is the original John Carpenter's thing? I'm lost. Tell me, because I'm trying to understand what everybody's talking about. So yeah. Why is that the first reaction? You know, this girl is sleeping in our dorm, which is, you know, she's sleeping in the common space in our dorm room, which is something that people do all the time. It's been a while since I've been in college, but I'm sure that that hasn't changed, that that's a thing that people do. And so, yeah, why? Okay, Rowdy Chica's exams went well. Thank goodness she finished today. So congratulations to Rowdy Chica, 59. She did well on her finals today. But and I don't know what school you attend or what kind of school you attend, Rowdy Chica, but could you imagine any instance in where you're taking a nap in a public space and someone feels uncomfortable about your presence there, so they call the police? Like, why is that the initial reaction? So again, here we are on a college campus again. We talked about the incident with the two Native American young men who were high school students who went to do a visit at Colorado State University. And again, a woman who was on the same tour that they were taking, they joined the tour late. They showed the tour guides their reservation for the tour, so everyone knew that they had the right to be there, that they were supposed to be there. But a woman just said, I feel uncomfortable about their presence, so I am going to call the police. Why is that the first reaction? Hi, Craig Durbin. Thank you for coming in. Wow, it's been a while since I've seen you. Thank you for popping in. So we're just supporting other channels, and I'm talking about this instance where this young black student, and it does matter because of the nature of the story, at Harvard, I'm sorry, not at Harvard, but at Yale, was taking a nap in the public space in her dorm, in the shared space in her dorm, and a white student, female student, saw her and got uncomfortable about her being there taking a nap. And she called the police. She called the police because she felt uncomfortable. So my question is, yeah, Rowdy Chica says that we do that here all the time. It's common. It's been years since I've been in college, but that was a common thing for us to do as well. You know, just to find some place to take a nap. So what do we do, you guys? What do we do? And I'm asking again, like I asked when we talked on our live stream the last time. Literally, I'm asking, and it might sound like I'm asking in jest, but seriously, we're in mixed company, racially mixed company, white people. What is it that we can do as people of color to make you all feel at ease with our presence when you've not seen us before, so that calling the police isn't the first reaction to when you see someone who's not a white person, either in your neighborhood or shopping where you shop or going to school where you go to school, taking a nap where other people take naps. What is it that we can do? I think that a simple conversation goes a long way. You know, how about approaching someone? Hey, you're not familiar here. What's going on? You know, and just telling them. And a lot of times we'll talk. So, you know, and Craig says, no issue on my part. I see through color and race. And I think that honestly, people who are not black or people who are not people of color have that as an option. I love everyone, but I won't say that I don't see color. I see color. It's a real thing. My fiance's white. I'm black. And, you know, I see color. It's just a reality. But what do we do to make people feel comfortable? You know, because again, okay, hold on. I'm trying to yeah, I'm gonna definitely, if I can't get to the comments on here, I'm going to have to go back to my last, our old setup, because I can't see all the comments on my phone. They like kind of flash and then they go away. And I'm trying to get set up on my tablet so that I can see what you all are saying. Maybe we should close a couple of Starbucks to make white people know what uncomfortable is really about. Like, right, like I don't I don't know, like, okay, we had the incident, and it seems like since the Starbucks incident, one thing after another thing after another thing. So we had the two black men in Starbucks who had the police called on them because a manager was uncomfortable about their presence. Then we had the 5 black ladies who were golfing, and the police were called on them because apparently they were golfing too slowly. And then we had the 2 Native American men who were called again because they were too quiet. And again, their presence made a white woman uncomfortable. And then we had the black ladies who were leaving the Airbnb, who had a neighbor call because, well, these black ladies must be stealing something out of this house. Not only were the police called, but the neighborhood was shut down, and a helicopter was swarming over the neighborhood looking for these women. Correct as a sea color, but I don't judge color or race. We're all human and created by God on this earth. Yeah, and I feel the same way. And unfortunately, there are not enough people who feel that way. And that's why people of color are continuously, week after week, now we literally see being subjected to having the police called on them, on us, for doing the same thing, the exact same thing that other people do. So when we hopped on the live stream last time, the newest story was the 3 young black men who were shopping for their prom at Nordstrom Rack. And it was customers who originally got into a verbal altercation with the young men because they're approaching them and saying things like, your parents must be disgusted, your parents must be ashamed of you. Boss Lady Lexi is here. Thank you for coming in. Look, Boss Lady Lexi, we're just supporting each other's channels if we want to. And I'm talking about all of these incidences where people of color are having the police called on them, on us, for just doing things like existing, doing things that other white people do on a regular basis, but sometimes when they see us as people of color, it makes them uncomfortable. And so then it makes them uncomfortable, so uncomfortable to the point where the initial reaction is to call the police. Hi, Doron. Thank you for coming in. So tell me, everybody's in here. Miss Beninia had some very awesome things to say. I know everyone has a right, but being uncomfortable, let's get real. Shame on these people that live in a box and don't see what most of us see. Yeah, and thank you for saying that. We had Miss Beninia speaking up on the subject last time. Makeup by Nicole, and I'm sorry, I saw you come in. I don't think that I said hi. I'm going to have to go back. Oh, thank you, M1 Uno. He's going to be playing at work, and I'm going to shut this stream off in about 20 minutes, babe, so that I can finish your lunch. I was making you a baked potato, and I was going to put chili in it, and look at what I did. I cut my fucking thumb on that chili can. So I really hope you enjoy your lunch today. I was trying to just do something different. And so anyway, yeah, you have a potato baking in the oven right now. In 20 minutes, I'm going to go to the oven, take it out, and do your chili and cheese and fixins and all that. So that's what you're going to have for lunch. Hope I didn't ruin the surprise. But yeah, cut my thumb, you guys. I haven't had a kitchen accident in I don't know how long. Pissed off about that. And there was blood everywhere. There's still a little bit of blood on my hand. I didn't clean it off well. But yeah, it was bad. I cut myself deeply. So, thank you, Craig. That's very nice of you to say. So I'm going to have to get this. Y'all, I want to be able to just like use my tablet. I know I ain't got no time to be bleeding. Yeah, you guys, literally, I know I have black people in here. I know I have white people in here. I know I have a mixed audience. And so you guys tell me, hi, Mike K. Thanks for coming in. We're just supporting each other on the live stream, and we're talking about these stories. So the most recent one, let's see, Doron says, the only way we as a society get to heal over the past sins, we need to talk about it, even if it was 400 years ago, because the hurt is still fresh and we need to heal our heart. And you know what, Doron, that's very true, and it is something that needs to be addressed. And it isn't something that needs to be swept under a rug. And like Kanye said, it wasn't a choice. And so, yeah, I agree. And something that I think when I talk about slavery, I always say that, oh, okay, Roddy Cheek is happy that finals were over. I always say that I feel like it was not anything that really actually ended in 1865. It's something that evolved in 1865. If you think about it, slavery started in 1619 in this country and then ended in 1865, right? But then black people, that just meant that they didn't have to work on plantations to get beat anymore. But then for another literally 100 years, we were existing in this country with no civil rights. How is that freedom? Just because you're not a slave doesn't mean you're free. It was literally legal to lynch us, to kill us in public. So we say that it was 400 years ago, but in actuality, it was really less than 100 years ago that things, really kind of started to change, because finally in 1965, we were granted civil rights. So yeah, we need to be open and honest and have a real discussion. And people need to stop dismissing the fact that, we're still kind of experiencing some of the impact of what we went through generations ago. It really hasn't been that many generations. If you look in a lot of black families, and you'll see that a lot of black families, some people are just 1 or 2 generations out of slavery. If you think about it, I mean, if you really, really look at what's real. Leon is in the house. Leon Survival Playground. Okay, I turn on my notifications for you and I get them all the time. And I am going to make it my way in your chat. But y'all, awesome gamer. We have some really good channels in here. So y'all, please support each other. Let's help each other grow. We're talking about all this BS that people of color are having to endure. Oh my God, Tosh Time is in here. Thank you so much. Look, I told you, when you can come in, when you can make it for 2 minutes, you got over 10,000 subscribers, you can make it in here for 2 minutes, I appreciate it. Can you do an explanation of the This Is America video by Donald Glover? I'll talk about it Sunday. Y'all know I had what I had to say about Donald Glover. Let's see, racists don't die because they still feel like blacks are below them. Yeah, slavery's been around since the beginning of time, and it still is. Yes, it is. We Americans should rise above it and show the world a better way to live and love one another. I agree, and I'm very thankful to see you all supporting each other back and forth in this live stream. Please help us all to grow. We're all, I think, on the smaller end, probably with the exception of Tosh, on the smaller end, we're on the smaller spectrum, smaller YouTubers, and I think that we can help each other grow. But let's have a real discussion. When we talk about race in this country, let's understand, what is it about people of color that make some white people, and it's not all, and I don't believe that it's even the white people who are watching my channel. I don't think that if you're a racist that you would truly be here watching this black girl. Y'all know who I am before you pop in the channel. So I'm thankful that you're here. And you guys, the most recent live stream after this one, please go and watch that if you have the time. Miss Benigna, a white woman, came into my live stream and has some very poignant comments. And it was so nice and so refreshing to hear a white person say, yeah, I do have a privilege. I do have privilege as a white person. It's not about being privileged. It's not about being, having money, having a lot more money than the next person, or, being in a much better neighborhood than the next person. It's about just being able to walk and live your life without these micro and macro aggressions in some case. Literally, you guys, here's what we had. The 2 black men in Starbucks doing something I've done in Starbucks over and over and over and over again. Sitting and waiting. Can't tell you, and I've never been harassed. And I do think that even myself being a black woman, that I don't have to deal with the things that some black men have to deal with. But then take it to today, here we have a young black lady just at her school at Yale, in an Ivy League school, probably during finals. I don't know what their schedule is there, but I know that we have Rowdy Chicas in here. She just finished her finals today, taking a nap in a public space in a shared space in her dorm, and then we have a white student who's nervous. What is she doing here? So I better 911. There's a black girl sleeping in my dorm, and then the police get there, and what did they do? We need to see your ID. We need to know that you're supposed to be here. Do you have a right to be here? Not only does she show her ID, but she has her keys, which unlock her door to her dorm. And it's still not good enough. We still have more questions. We still need to detain you. So what do we do, you guys? And that's why I'm saying, like, please, if you're a white person who sees this and you're nervous about people of color, just talk to them before you call the police. I would harass you all day, Ty, but in a positive way. You're a beautiful soul. Thank you. And I don't mind being harassed in a positive way. Yet racism is based on fear and lack of knowledge. It is. And okay, let's take it back to the most recent live stream. The 3 young black men shopping for prom. One was a college student. And I don't know, I think that the other 2 maybe were still in high school, but these young men felt so intimidated, and so much that they had to prove something, to the point where, we've got, it's not even the employees first. The employees joined in, but it's just other customers looking at them. What are you doing in here? You must be stealing. Hi, gorgeous JC. You must be stealing. You don't belong here. You're out of place. Your parents must be disgusted with you. This is what customers are saying to these young black men who are just shopping for prom. And then, so to prove that they have a right to be there, they purchase something just to show everybody, hey, I do have money. I didn't come here to steal. And then after that, they leave and the police still get caught on them. And then, like I said, we have the black ladies who were leaving the Airbnb. A neighbor sees them. This looks out of place. I better call the police. Not approach them. Not, hey, do you know my neighbor? What's going on here? Or maybe, white person, you didn't realize that your neighbor was using his house as an Airbnb. But 911, there's some black women stealing some stuff out of this house. So the police arrive, and before the police arrive, the whole neighborhood is shut down, and there's helicopters over the neighborhood because these ladies are just leaving an Airbnb. Hi, Bondi Gaming, gorgeous JC. Yeah, and I shouted you out. I shouted you and Miss Beninia. So some of the people who were in my most recent live stream, I shouted y'all out in my most recent video, like my 5-minute video that I recorded, just because I really appreciated the conversation. And so here we are today, a young black girl at Yale, of all places. So we know this isn't just some typical hood rat, ghetto-ass girl. This is a girl who's smart enough to attend Yale. And we have a white student who sees her, and I'm uncomfortable. I better call 911. Okay, so let's talk about why you call 911. Let's talk about why you call the police. You call the police because someone's life is being threatened, because someone's life is in danger, or because something is actually happening, like a robbery or a kidnapping. You don't call 911 because you feel uncomfortable. There are so many times when I'm walking around in public, hi, Noble Girl Gamer, thank you for popping in, and I felt uncomfortable, but I don't call 911. I mean, like, I'm cramping because my cycle's about to start. I better call 911. No, like, it's not there because you don't feel comfortable. It's there for emergencies. And a black girl taking a nap in her college dorm's common space is not an emergency. Black women, 5 black women playing slowly on a golf course is not an emergency. That's not a reason to call the police. 3 young black men shopping for prom and purchasing something, by God, is not an emergency situation. It's not a situation at all unless you make it a situation. 2 Native American young men, high school students, joining in on a college tour late is not an emergency just because they're wearing dark clothes and you think they're Mexican and you feel uncomfortable. That's not an emergency. What is wrong with people? I don't understand, you guys, and it's just instant after instant. Why? What can we do, you guys? I'm asking sort of in jest because I don't think that it's going to be solved, but I'm also asking, like, do y'all have some real solutions? What can we do? What do y'all think? And we're going to talk about it more in depth on Sunday because I'm going to get the details. I'm going to do the research. I tell you, when I come on and do the live streams, the lunchtime live streams, it's just because I saw a story and it really got me going to some degree. And so I haven't even done the research, the same kind of research that I put into the Sunday live stream. Let's see, the worst phone calls being made to the police is the calls being entertained. Yeah, and where, thankfully, some of the police, when they get to these calls, they do just de-escalate the situation or end it and just say this is not a police matter. Like in the instance of the case where the 5 black women were golfing too slowly, but even though they said that they were golfing slowly, but they were telling the other people who had tee times behind them, they're just telling them to play through. So they weren't holding up anything. They weren't causing any other, frustrations or anything to occur behind them. But yeah, they were playing slowly. But here's the thing. The police were called not once, but twice. And so when the police got there the second time, they just told the co-owner of the golf course, okay, this isn't a police matter. And that was it. And that's how those things need to be handled if the police even have to waste their resources to get out there to bullshit ass calls like that. But why does it happen in the first place, you guys? Is there something that we can literally do as people of color to prevent it? I mean, and I don't know, other than white people needing to be around more people of color to make them feel comfortable. Be around us, talk to us, I don't know, you guys, it's frustrating that this is a real conversation that I'm having, that this is not a parody of a conversation. I feel when a person make a BS call, to the police, and yes, I agree. I think that somebody else was saying that earlier, and like you said, okay, guys, I'm going to try to, I think that I have an older version of YouTube on this phone, so I'm not able to see your comments because I was trying to do a different setup, just to kind of give you guys something different, and I'm not able to see the live stream, the chat. So I think that I have an old version because I want to just be able to kind of be free with it, But yeah, I do think that that's a good idea. You call the police and there's no emergency, then you get fined, or you get shot, I mean, because and that's totally a joke, but I'm saying a lot of the times what happens when the police are called on people of color, they end up shot or dead, whether they're doing something or not, so it's let's find a way to do something else. Retype it since you missed the first time. Okay, so yeah. I think the gorgeous JC was the one who was saying something about either a $1,000 or $10,000 fine when you call the police and you're on some BS. Thank you, Bondi. Yeah, I cut myself on a freaking can making lunch for Uno. So anyway, I'll keep this up for 5 more minutes because I gotta finish Uno's lunch. He's almost about to be off for his lunch break. But y'all, thank you for coming in. Let's see. And thank you all. Okay, yeah, the 1K fine, and they should be forced to sign papers in their neighborhoods like pedophiles do. Wow, now that would be interesting, Okay, so here we have a serial police caller. You're literally harassing the police, too, if you're having them to come out and waste their time and resources on a bullshit-ass call. Let's see here. A good idea. I guess Uno's saying it's a... Okay, I don't know if Uno is saying that the fine is a good idea or if it's a good idea that I get off of this stream in 5 minutes and finish his lunch. So, I don't know. But yeah, I think that that's a really good idea, I like that. That would end it. It wouldn't end the behavior of people calling in the first place. Well, maybe it would. Maybe that would be a deterrent. So yeah, I like that. Oh, this is all the above. Would give people of color the option to say, I don't want them in my neighborhood. Wow, and whoever thinks of it in that terms, now get my lunch ready, woman. Okay, Uno, seriously, do I have another, at this point, 3 minutes Tell me if I have any longer, because I'm gonna get off in 3 minutes. If I have longer than that, let me know so that I can go longer. If I don't, that's fine. Hey, I would say that if I was M1 as well. That is funny. Okay. So then, yeah, I'll go on. I'm gonna have to end this in about 3 minutes, you guys. But man, thank you all for coming in. Thank you everybody for your comments. I really appreciate this, and I hate that these are the kinds of stories that are getting me all riled up and everything. Wolverine Scratch, I don't know if you're still in here, but we'll talk about R. Kelly more on the live stream. I want 100% of your attention. Wow, if only I could devote 100% of my attention to anyone, because I have these two dogs right out here and they take up a whole lot of my attention. Thank you, Bondi Gaming. I appreciate it. Okay, well, Rowdy Chica, you be sure to take a nap in your own dorm and not in a public space so nobody's calling the police on you. We don't need to have you as one of our news topics. Let's see. I feel having these conversations and see how everyone is open and listening. Listen, anytime I commented last night. Oh, you did. No, I saw a notification from you, Noble Girl Gamer, and I'm going to get to it. I try to get to all my comments, and I'm usually a day or two behind. When I'm actually like in the groove of the way that I need to do it, I'm at least a day or two behind. But I've been doing well this week on keeping up. I've been going through my comments on my videos and from the live stream. Okay, good. Rowdy Chica's in her room, so we're not going to see her on the news unless somebody feels uncomfortable about her being in her dorm and they're looking through her little window with some binoculars and saying, there's a girl in there, is she sleeping on her bed? And I don't know, I feel really uncomfortable about this. I better call 911 and tell them to go to dorm number 24 and check out the situation. So anyway, yeah, I'm glad that you're fine and you're in your room. Good. And I'm very glad that you did well on your finals. So y'all give Rowdy Chica a hand and congratulate her for wrapping up her finals and doing well. Oh, thank you, Noble Girl Gamer. Y'all are so sweet. Yeah, true. I'm not trying to encourage peeping Toms. I'm not trying to encourage that behavior, but but I'm just saying that should be the only way that we hear about her. I don't feel easy with women with weaves. Oh Lord, Duran is gonna be calling the police on a bunch of black women. You're gonna be profiling black women now for wearing weaves, Duran. You're not right. You're not right. And maybe I'm profiling because I said black women, and we're not the only ones who wear weaves. Let's see. Mike says I had to call 311 about this chat. Okay, you guys, look, I really appreciate this. Tell me, y'all, because, okay, Uno's about to be home, and he's going to take his lunch break for a little bit. I would say, do y'all want to, like, restart this chat? But I won't. We'll just save it, and Sunday, if you all have time, I'm going to try to be on time, 3 o'clock Central Standard Time for the Sunday Fun Day live stream. We have our prize certificates now, and so we're going to restart up our IDGF game. I did a video about it, and so some of you who were in my most recent live stream, not today's, but the last one, I did shout you out in that 5-minute video, and I appreciate Makeup by Nicole N. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate all of you. Everybody who's in here, Craig, Rowdy Chica, Miss Beninia did come in for a second. Noble Girl Gamer, I don't think you were in that chat, Noble Girl Gamer. It was literally just about 2 or 3 days ago, unfortunately, because it was like the same kind of stuff that we're talking about right now, which is so sad. It's getting so tiring. Thank you all for coming in. Gorgeous JC, everybody who was here, Craig, like I said, Uno, and saying Uno, that reminds me, I need to go in and hop off and get his lunch finished so that he can eat and get back to work. But Bondi Gaming, I know I shouted him out in that last video. All of you, I just look, thanks for coming, thanks for taking out your time. Duran, duh, how can I forget him? And Rowdy Chica, thank you all. Group hug. Okay, y'all ready? Let's bring it in for a group hug, and then I'll count it down, and we'll go. Come on, y'all ready? Okay, look, these are my arms. I'm getting ready to hug y'all. Let's come in. 3, 2, 1, and I'm gonna give y'all a kiss. Mwah. There. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna count it down and I'll see if there are any more comments, and otherwise I'm gonna shut it down after 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Let's see. Oh wait, who touched my? Oh wait, hold up. Who touched Duran's butt? Now he has to call 911. Thank you, Miss Benny. Okay, I didn't know you were still here. Okay, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I love you all. Peace. Wow. Oh, okay, she just came back. We're signing out. But thank you, Miss Benny. I gave you like just the best compliments in the world because I really, really, really appreciate it. Oh, Derica, I'm signing off. Did you get to see? Okay, I'm signing off. We were just talking about all the BS. Y'all making me want to come back now, but I gotta go and do Uno's lunch so that he doesn't get angry and I don't have any more accidents. No, but anyway. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you all so much, and just whenever I can have a discussion about race, and it can be an uncomfortable thing, but when I can have white people come in, honestly, frankly, white people, oh, Roy King, thank you for coming in, and we're shutting down, but when I can have y'all come in and be frank and open and honest, it's a good thing. And I think that the more that different races of people talk to each other and like really have open, honest dialogue with each other about everything, then that's when hopefully these stupid ass police calls will stop happening. We literally had today, you guys, and this is as I'm signing off, a white student at Yale called the police on a black student at Yale. A white female student called the police on a black female student because she saw her taking a nap in a public space in their dorm. You guys, I just think as long as maybe we can start something real. We continue to have open and honest dialogue. Maybe then people will think of people of color as people instead of these scary beings that make them nervous and make them need to call 911. It's gotta end. Yeah, napping while black, starbucking while black, golfing while black, being quiet while Native American. All these things are like just making people nervous, making them have to call the police. 911, I'm scared. No, you call 911 because you see someone getting murdered. You call 911 because you see a car accident happening. You call 911 because you see someone being kidnapped. That's why you call 911, not because you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable? Sit your ass down, have a cup of coffee, watch Seinfeld, and get comfortable again. That's what you do. Anyway, I'm out, you guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love you. Or, or someone hit someone. There you go. Exactly. There's got to be a reason. Yeah, you see someone get assaulted, like Noble Girl Gamer said, then you call the police. Not because you're uncomfortable. That's not what 911 is for. I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Hopefully I'll see y'all Sunday on the big live stream. Okay, go. Okay, bye, Miss Benny. Thank you. Bye, everybody. I love y'all. Peace out. Love you too, Noble Girl Gamer.